Hello friends and fellow gamers, it's MKxJUMP here, and it is currently 4:30 in the morning because I have spent the last hours and hours and hours working alongside my stream to figure out how on earth this new event works, whether it's any good, and what you guys can do to get the most rewards. So stay tuned for today's video because I'm hopefully going to be answering all those questions, whether you're a free-to-play player, a heavy spender, or just somewhere in the middle. So guys, let's go check out this new event for Idle Heroes because boy, is it a doozy. Let's go. So every single day for logging in, we're going to get mithril pickaxes, which might mean nothing to you at first, but these are essential to doing this new event. These pickaxes allow us to make progress through the Sky Labyrinth, and it will mean you can get yourself some fantastic rewards. Now, what's important is that these mithril pickaxes are numbered. So this is a mithril pickaxe 1, which means this is for the first ever Sky Labyrinth event. So that tells us two things. First of all, these pickaxes cannot be used in further events down the line. As well, it tells us that DH Games implies to bring this event back, so it's going to become part of the regular cycle, which means we can expect a 5-week rotation. Now that's important because it's going to mean something very big for free-to-play players and spenders alike that you're going to have to bear in mind, and I will mention that later on, but it's to do with your gem management and what to expect moving forwards, so be prepared for some important news. But either way, we're getting 15 of these, which means throughout the week we're getting 105. Now that number is very important, so let's put it in the back of our memories for now. Anyway, let's go check out the rest of the stuff. At the top of the event we have the Sky Labyrinth. You enter and that lets us do the main event. Now I'm not going to click on that yet, we're going to look at that last. They have the exploration package. Now this is 5,000 gems, 12 pickaxes and 60 glorious relics for 20 bucks. Now, if this was just 5,000 gems and 60 glorious relics, I'd tell you it was good value. So the 12 pickaxes are just helpful. And these pickaxes can be bought in the event for 100 gems each. So really, it's an additional 1,200 gems worth of pickaxe, which is nice. So is it good value? I suppose. I mean, you're getting 5,000 gems, which is just really good. And at the moment, the game is in a state where gems are actually quite in high demand right now. We have the brand new blacksmith, and we have this new event that's just come out. We have Imp's Adventure, we have Mysterious Chest. So many things use our gems, and that's before you've even considered buying Cause of Transcendence every single day. So, oh my word, like anything that gives gems on the cheap just seems good value to me. So yeah, I would pick this up for 20 bucks if you're used to spending money on the game. Now, the value packages here as well, these are giving what usually you'd expect, the amount of gems equal to the VIP level, but they're also giving pickaxes. So the 5,000 VIP chest is giving 60 mithril pickaxes, the 2,500 one is giving 30, and it goes down and down and down, depending on how much you're willing to spend. Now, is this worth it? Well, I'm going to be answering that question a little later on, and you might be surprised by the answer, or not, if you saw my Twitch stream. But what else do we have? Well, we've got the Chinese restaurant here. That's nice. Actually, that reminds me I need to finish claiming loot. Did I get any more of these? Oh, I got 4. That's actually lovely. And yeah, go to the Chinese restaurant, guys. Claim the rest of the stuff you need to. And I am very happy that I will be grabbing a Demon Bell this event. So let me just get the 6 I need to take this up to 2,500. Lovely jubbly. And I need another 1,100 to get Demon Bell. So I'm going to do that, and that's 2,600. Demon Bell bought. Nice! I win. Ha! Now, some of you are probably going to want to pick up Heroic Summon Scrolls or Prophet Orbs. That's also fine, but Demon Bell, that's what I wanted, and I've got it. Feels good. The Mysterious Chests here. Now, this is going to give you rewards at various prices, which are much cheaper than they are usually available for. The one drawback, though, is the other event here, the Sky Labyrinth, is also going to want to use your gems, so that could be something to just be aware of. My advice would be to wait until the very end of the week and just see how many gems you have before you go picking any of this up, and see just how many gems you need to spend in the Sky Labyrinth before you buy anything. But if you can, the 8,000 gem box is nice. This gives 30 glorious relics, 30k guild coins, and a Forkis copy, which is pretty neat. Now, for me, this Forkis copy is a little redundant because I already have an E5 Forkis, but the guild coins and the glorious relics are welcome nonetheless. As well, we have, for 4,000 gems, an elite 5-star hero shard and 35k magic dust, it's okay. If you need the dust, it's good value, but besides that, the Elite Hero Shard isn't very exciting, because it could be someone good, but it could just, if not more easily, be someone quite terrible that you don't need. So yeah, it's not really worth getting your hopes up about that. The 2500 chest is just not worth it. It's a skin shard pack, and Chaos Stones, just ignore it. It's a waste of money. And the 1500 gems, well, this is good. This gives 4 Prophet Orbs if you're used to buying Prophet Orbs with gems. The game is in a state now where that might not even be worth it. But 10k Monster Souls makes it good value nonetheless, especially for free-to-play players. And finally, 500 gems will get you 5 Heroic Summon Scrolls and 5,000 Hero Promotion Stones. Now that's good. That's very cheap for Heroic Summon Scrolls. So if you're used to buying Heroic Summon Scrolls, pick this up. It's good value. And that leads us on to the things that are here for 2 weeks. We have Almost Workshop, which is a place where you can regress and upgrade fancy smancy artifacts and get rid of your crappy ones to get the essence you need here to make it all possible. And you can make artifacts glittery, radiant, and splendid, and it can be any of these artifacts you see here, and it will make them super fancy and more powerful. If you don't know how this works, have a read, check out the different abilities of these things, and there are videos everywhere talking about how to use these artifacts to their best effectiveness. So go ahead on my channel, have a look around. Barry's also got some stuff, so does GDP, June. These artifacts are used frequently to push progress in the game and make heroes their best possible selves. And on the topic of artifacts, we have the Glorious Boost, which you can use 400 relics to pick up any of the artifacts you see here. Now, for most people, Punisher of Immortal is the main artifact that should excite you. That is pretty much a fantastic artifact for any player in the game. It's really good for helping you get through the Void for Aspen Dungeon. It's just fantastic. And you want 4 of them ideally to get a splendid Punisher of Immortal. Now, the rest of the stuff here is just additional that you probably don't need. Lucky Candy Bar they give around for free a lot. Kiss of Ghost, again, is often given for free, and Wildfire Torch is just terrible. So that leaves us with Receptor, and Receptor's okay. It's the fastest artifact, gives HP, and good amount of control precision, which means you can increase the chance that you CC someone. But besides that, it's not that useful. If you have multiple Receptors, you can mush them together to reduce control immunity, which could be really helpful. But whether this is any good is difficult to say, because there's not a lot of heroes that really use Receptor right now. Now, I guess Amun-Ra does, and Carry does, and it's quick, and it is the fastest artifact in the game, so for that reason, it is a very good pick. But a lot of people should be focusing on getting Punisher of Immortals and artifacts that aren't quite inclined towards PvP, because Receptor is mainly just a PvP artifact, whereas something like Punisher of Immortal is useful in PvE and is going to help you in many more areas of the game. So just bear that in mind. That said, an upgraded Receptor is very useful on Sherlock in Aspen Dungeon, but you don't really need that if you have a Tix with an upgraded Punisher of Immortal. So that evaluation should hopefully help you make a good decision, and if you don't like any of these, just wait a month and Glorious Boost will come back with new artifacts like Magic Stone Sword, Augustus Magic Ball, Demon Bell, which are actually probably better picks for you. So just maybe that's something worth bearing in mind. Anyway, that's all the main stuff out the way. The big thing people want to look at and talk about is the Sky Labyrinth, and boy, is there so much stuff to cover. First of all, you have to pick a hero to assist you, and I could spend hours just talking about these heroes and which one is worth it. To summarize, these heroes don't change anything except for one small detail. They can gain energy, and energy will give them an active skill. This active skill allows them to break down the squares in the labyrinth, and that allows you to make progress. So Sia is going to break down one on the left and right of the place you just uncovered, and that's going to upgrade each time you use this. So in general, she's quite bad, because that's only uncovering 2 tiles, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and then it's finally stuck at 6, 3 on either side as you go further. Now, 6 tiles uncovered for 34 energy is actually very cheap when you compare it to Asmodel, who's going to do a whole column. Now, a column is 6 tiles, but you need to clear the first one to then do the whole column. So Asmodel is going to be clearing 5 tiles for 32. Now, you might be thinking a fully upgraded Sia is better, but it takes you so many uses of Sia's skill that actually Asmodel is better for a much longer time. In fact, you have to use over 500 energy for Asmodel to become outclassed by Sia. Now, how do you get energy, I hear you ask? Well, energy is gained every time you use a pickaxe, and also as you find it throughout these areas. So generally, the only way you're going to get 500 energy or more is by spending a massive ton of money on this game mode. And therefore, Asmodel is going to be better value than Seer for nearly everybody, unless you're absolutely buying every single pickaxe available. I think you're going to need like 400 pickaxes until Asmodel is outclassed by Seer. Now, the next question then is, what does Queen do? Well, Queen clears all unexplored tiles adjacent to the latest explored area. Now, what you need to remember is you need to get to the latest explored area, so there's going to be the one you got to, then the area itself, and if you've been really optimal, there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 all around it. So that's 7 tiles for 43 energy. That's actually very, very close, if not better, to the value of Asmodel. Now, this might all sound crazy and like MK, what are you talking about? Well, let me just select Asmodel and let me show you how this works. So, basically, we're going to be uncovering these tiles, and at some point, Asmodel is going to use his active skill and clear down. So, let me go with this one first. Boop. There you go. And that's got me some resources here, and it's unlocked a little bit of the map. And now I can select things adjacent to the places I've unlocked. And you can see in the corner, Asmodel's energy has gone up by 1. That means if I wanted to use Queen, it's going to take much longer for her energy to get up. However, 32 points of energy for 5 tiles is slightly less value than 43 points of energy for 7 tiles. So you might be thinking, well, obviously we go with Queen every time. However, there is one key detail about this event which makes it a little bit weird. Every single time you clear a floor, you're gonna unlock a chest. But floors aren't cleared by getting rid of all the tiles. No, they're got by finding the exit. And finding the exit is the most important thing you can do, because every time you find an exit, you're gonna get a chest at the side here. And these chests give increasingly better rewards. So it starts off with 5-star shards, then 10 heroic summon scrolls, but then it becomes a 6-star puppet selection chest. And then it gets even better. We have a 5-star elite hero shard, we have a skin chest, and here we go, boom! A 5-star hero selection chest. So this is any 5-star in the game. Feels good, right? This is nice. So you can start thinking to yourself, that's not bad. Now, as we keep going, there's 5-star armor, there's orange artifact fragments, there's even 9-star puppets, and this just keeps on going. We've got light and dark chests, we've got these sky chests, which offer star spawn resources, which is amazing. They're probably the best thing to pick up, because it allows you to take your star spawns to the much harder to achieve higher levels. Or if not, you can just grab Cause of Transcendence, but it's probably better to get the star spawn stuff, because it is really, really rare. And obviously, we just keep on going. More things. Here we go, another deluxe hero selection chest. So this actually contains any hero in the game at all, which is nice, apart from Fiona. And I don't think Eloise is in here. It's hard to see because it's difficult to sort. But yeah, there we go. It actually shows you every hero that's been released. That makes sense. That's nice. So yeah, we don't have Eloise in here just yet. And that's fixed as well. So it won't change over time. And after this selection chest, you get yourself 6-star orange equipment. Then it's going to be an elite hero shard. And then finally, guys, the big thing, a mysterious artifact selection chest. And you're probably thinking, yikes, that's a lot of floors. How do we get that far? And it is. And guys, it even just keeps on going and going and going. There are so many different rewards here. I'm not going to go through them all now, because that would be an exercise in madness. Just go through it, have a look yourself. But the one thing I want you to bear in mind is that each of these floors, on average, is going to use somewhere between 20 to 25 pickaxes. That means, if you remember, we got 105 pickaxes just for logging in every day. As well, we can buy 40 pickaxes from here for gems. So that's 145 pickaxes. If it's about 20 to 25 a floor, you're maybe at most going to be doing 6 floors, potentially 7, if you're lucky. Now, being able to use your hero's active skill makes that easier. Now, if you remember, the amount of energy you get accumulated is proportional to the amount of tiles we've cleared and the energy we find as we go. Now, I have a helpful little list here, which looks absolutely crazy, but to break this down for you and explain to you what it means, basically, 32 points of energy for Asmodel is 5 tiles cleared. 64 points of energy is 10 tiles cleared. And that's because Asmodel clears the entire column. So what you want to do is clear a column where Asmodel has only cleared one of the tiles. So that means you need to pay extra special attention to Asmodel's energy so that when you get it to 32, you've just cleared a tile that is in a column where nothing else is cleared. Provided you do that, everything is going to be okay. Now for Halora, she needs to use 43 points of energy, but if you're optimal, she's going to clear 7 tiles. So you can see as it goes the amount of tiles you're clearing, and here's the stats for Sword Flash in case you're interested, but she never manages to catch up on Asmodel with this current list as you see it. The important thing here is that 128 points of energy is 20 tiles for Asmodel, and 129 is 21 for Halora. So Halora and Asmodel are exceptionally close. In fact, it's very much negligible for people that aren't going to spend any money. So in my opinion, Asmodel is the better pick. But why? Well, Halora clears 7 tiles. And if one of those tiles would have been the exit, you potentially waste further tile clearing because you've already found the exit. And what you want to do is not uncover tiles after you've found the exit. You just want to get through and use your pickaxes on the next floor because clearing floors is very important. So hopefully I'm going to be able to show you how this works now. So I'm going to try and find the exit. Well, straight away I'm getting 4 energy, so that's really going to help Asmodel. So now his energy is at 6. And let's clear away some spaces. Eventually we're going to want to find the exit. Now what you might think is that the exit is predetermined. However, based on my personal findings, it isn't. The exit is randomly spawned after you clear a tile. In fact, I think everything is randomly spawned after you clear a tile. Now, either way, I'm going to grab this pickaxe here, so that's going to be nice, and that's 2 pickaxes. That's going to help me out a lot. That's really cool. And I'm just going to keep on going, keep on clearing things. Hey, more energy. That's going to help Asmodel even more. And eventually, at some point, we're going to want to find the exit. So, it's going to show up at some point. Now, here we have the ×2 bonus. Now, this will give me double rewards. You'll notice when I found the totem, a square flashed, and that means this square contains really cool resources. So now that I've found double rewards, I'm going to unlock this square. But I need a pickaxe to do so, so I am actually just going to buy a pickaxe so I can show you this. And there you go. That's going to give me 2 profit orbs instead of 1. Clever value. There's a little trick for you. Now, what I'm going to want to keep doing is buying pickaxes until I can find the exit, because I just want to show you how this works. So please exit show up. Okay, there's more pickaxes. That's great. Let's keep going. Come on. More pickaxes, please. I just want to get out of here. Okay, so far we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 pickaxes and still haven't found the exit. So the exit is due any moment now. Come on. Where are you? The exit should eventually spawn. There we go. We found it. So let's claim all the resources that have spawned and let's go into the exit. So as you see, the chest now opens and this is going to cover up and we just start again. Now, I'm not going to keep going, except... Actually, no, I will. That's a lie. I just want to show you how Asmodel's active skill works. So I'm going to buy another pickaxe. Yep. And we're going to click here. I'm going to buy another pickaxe. And I'm going to click here. And then one more. And I'm going to click here. Now, that's a totem. That's pretty cool. But what you'll see is that Asmodel's active skill is ready. And every other tile in this column is covered over. So when we use his active skill, boom! Mega value, amazing stuff. We get ourselves a pickaxe as well. That's just fantastic. And you can claim these if you want as you go, but I generally just choose not to. And claim them all at the end. But if you click on them, they will disappear. And now I'm just going to keep on going and basically find the end. But I don't want to use my pickaxes. I don't want to buy them now because I might not need to purchase all of the pickaxes to get the 5-star chest. And that 5-star chest is the most valuable thing this event. So what I would say to you guys is to wait right until the end and then pick Asmodel, use your pickaxes as you go, play smart, try do an entire column, and then eventually, if you can, claim the rewards as you go and then buy pickaxes to get this chest. And that's the last thing you want as a free-to-play player. There is no point going forwards after that. One other cool thing is you'll unlock a special map, which is the treasure map, and you should hopefully find one on either level 2 or level 3, and you'll also unlock one piece with this chest here and this next chest there. So it should be quite easy to get to 3 treasure maps, and these treasure maps will find you an entire floor full of resources, which is very, very helpful, and that's going to get you loads and loads of items. You'll figure that out as you play through. I wish I could show you right now, but unfortunately I can't, because we have to obviously wait for the event to go. I will do this and continue from where we are currently in a separate video coming later this week, so do hit the subscribe button if you want to catch that, and that'll probably be coming on Thursday. So I'll probably try do this on Wednesday right before the end of the event and just see how far we can go. But even then, it's going to be difficult, so you guys might have to actually tune in live to catch that, because the ideal time to do this would actually be on Thursday. But unfortunately, anything I do on Twitch, I have to wait a day before I can upload it to YouTube, so I might actually miss the end of the event, which would suck for you guys. So if you do want to catch that, actually tune into Twitch, because that's when you'll be able to see it actually happen in action. So that'll be twitch.tv/MKxJUMP. A link is down below in the description, and that's probably going to be Wednesday night, exactly at reset when Thursday begins, technically speaking. Hopefully that makes sense. So I've done a lot of talking, and probably it's very confusing for you. So I'm going to mention something just real quick about Halora that can hopefully begin to convince you why Halora is not as good as Asmodel. So as we were going through, we were waiting for the optimal moment to find the exit. If Halora clears 7 tiles and one of those is the exit, she's potentially wasted a ton of her tile clears, and therefore it's not efficient. As well, Asmodel's active skill comes more frequently, so that you're getting more clears as you go. Even though you get more tiles cleared per energy for Halora, Asmodel is just doing it more efficiently and is less likely to overflow after finding the exit. So in my opinion, for anyone that is a budget player that isn't spending a lot of money, go for Asmodel. And only if you're going to exceed 500 energy by maybe using like 350 pickaxes or more do you want to consider going for Sword Flash. I would argue that Halora is not a good pick for anyone, because I worry that she can clear way too many tiles too quickly and potentially waste a ton of her clears by uncovering the portal. So hopefully that convincing argument is there, and GDP found similar results, that Asmodel was better for him early on, and I imagine for most people that's going to be true in all cases, unless of course you're spending so much that Sword Flash becomes the better hero. Now, what you're probably wondering if you're someone that's used to spending is how far are your pickaxes going to get you if you buy them? Well, it's my prediction that you can estimate that 20 pickaxes is 1 floor. So if you go over to the value packages, you'll see that you get 60 pickaxes for $100. So that's roughly 3 floors. I would say, conservatively, think of it as more of 2.5 floors. And also, don't buy these packs straight away. That's probably the biggest blunder you could do, is just buying them and then using them. I would just buy the packs as and when and just see how that goes. Then if you need to purchase more pickaxes, do that. Rather than buying them in bulk and just wasting a ton of pickaxes and maybe going way too far and making too much progress and wasting too much money, buying the pickaxes on the cheap down here and then working your way up is probably the smarter way to do it. Because if you look, the $10 package gives exactly the same value as the $100 package. It is literally a tenth of the price and a tenth of the resources. So for you guys, the honest opinion that I have for you is just do this. Buy the cheaper stuff, use those pickaxes, and see how much progress you're making. Because you might find that if you did buy the $100 packages, you're just wasting and wasting money to make progress. Also, is it even worth buying? I don't know, because the big thing of value that's going to appeal to people is this mysterious artifact selection chest, which is so far down this list. I'm just clicking on things until I find it, and there it is. Now, we estimated that you can probably get to floor 6 or 7 without spending any money. So let's say that happens. We get to floor 6. We get our 5-star hero selection chest. How far do we have to progress to get the mysterious artifact? Well, 1 floor, 2 floor, 3 floor, and that's going to get us a 9-star puppet. 4 floor, 5 floor, 6 floor, and that's going to get us a Sky Deluxe chest, as well as this chest here that offers juicy resources, the Sky chest, and also a Light and Dark 5-star selection chest. Now that actually really excites me. Those 3 things are really good. After you keep going, 7, 8, 9. 9 more floors to get the mysterious artifact selection chest. So if you're lucky, that's $300, which is crazy expensive for a mysterious artifact selection chest. Now I hear you if you're screaming, well, you also get all the other rewards. You get a 9-star puppet, you're getting a Light and Dark selection chest as well. So yeah, I think the value does check out, but it also depends on some really dodgy RNG, and I don't know how comfortable I feel about this. People will probably weigh up the value in the future, but there's a lot to this event which is completely random. You don't know when that exit is going to show up. It could be 18 tiles opened, it could be 30 tiles opened. It's so random and unpredictable, and there is no fixed location it is. It is completely out of your control how much value you really do get for your pickaxes. Now, you could say the same thing about Imp's Adventure, that rolling dice is, again, equally inconsistent. However, dice have a tendency to a normative distribution. So you can expect a bell curve, and there are averages that are much more likely to happen than other things. So there is definitely a statistical edge in rolling dice. Now with this, is there that similar statistical edge? Well, not really. If a floor itself has an average number of pickaxes needing to be used, there's only maybe 5 or 6 floors you're going to clear as a free-to-play player. So really, that's not a good sample size. You'd need at least 30 floors to expect the average across all of those floors, and even that doesn't feel like a comfortable sample size. The difference with Imp's Adventure is you're rolling a lot of dice. You're rolling a massive amount so that you will eventually just get the average. And also, you can manipulate it with the lucky dice, and there's other RNG factors which can give you better odds if you're smart with how you use things. So that's good. This event doesn't have anything like that. The only RNG thing you can do and optimize is how you use the energy of your hero. So the one thing you need to make sure is that when you reach the pinnacle of energy on your hero, whether it's 32 out of 32, 34 out of 34, or 43 out of 43, you've landed them in a perfect spot where they're going to clear the maximum number of tiles. That is the only thing in your control that is going to help you get the best results from this. So my friends, I hope this has been helpful. I hope this is useful. I cannot tell you how good this event is going to be, mainly because there is so much unpredictability, there is so much out of your control that it's going to be difficult for you guys to really know how much value you're going to get from your pickaxes. So to anyone considering spending, take it slow, buy pickaxes progressively, and that goes for free-to-play players too. Don't just buy all 40 pickaxes now. Wait until Thursday. Wait until the very end of the event. Do all the pickaxes you're going to get for free for logging in first, and then buy pickaxes with gems or with money. That goes for everybody. So guys, hopefully this is useful. Hopefully this has been one way we can begin to dip our toes into this brand new event. And if I'm honest, I'm not excited by it. But there is one good thing, one final point that I wanted to mention. It costs 4,000 gems for you to purchase pickaxes. Imp's Adventure costs 4,500 gems for you to get the dice. Now that's assuming you're maxing them out. So that's 8,500 gems across the 5-week period. And is this event going to be good because of that? Is this worth those 4,000 gems? Well, honestly, guys, there's one thing which this event does give that's worth mentioning. The third stage is going to get you a 6-star puppet selection chest, and that is guaranteed for free. There is no way you're going to miss this, so that's going to help you make progress. In addition, if you get all the way up to the 6th stage. That's going to give you a 5-star hero selection chest, which is amazing. So rather than having to wait 4 weeks for each Imp's Adventure to get one 5-star selection chest, now every 5 weeks we're getting one from Imp's Adventure and one from this event if you spend a little bit of gems to complete those events. Now that's going to help loads of early players get the copies for their first E5. That's going to help you get copies for your second, third, fourth, fifth E5. It's going to make getting the copies of good heroes much easier for everybody, whether you're a spender or whether you're a free-to-play player. But most importantly, for free-to-play players, because the one thing I see free-to-play players struggle with all the time is getting copies of good heroes. So thank goodness that this event is giving us another 5-star hero chest that we can get throughout the monthly cycle period. So, is this event bad? Well, it's unpredictable, it's random, and I don't like that about it. It's completely out of your control whether you do well. But what is within your control is that if you're smart with your energy, you should be able to get this 5-star selection chest. And that 5-star selection chest is the most valuable thing in this event because it's free to get, and therefore free-to-play players can enjoy getting the chance to pick any hero they want. For new players, that's massive because it's going to make it way easier to get copies of your first E5, as I previously said, and therefore, in my opinion, that is the good thing about this event. That makes this event good. If there wasn't a 5-star chest in this event that was available for free, this event would suck. But at least because of this, it is good for free-to-play players. So that makes me happy. If you want to catch more reviews like this in the future, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and I can't wait to bring you more event reviews and see what this event is like moving forwards. If you've enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know what you think of this brand new event. If you thought I got anything wrong, also let me know. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. This is early days for this event, but I'm trying to give people the best advice I can from the limited experience we've had and the few hours I've put into testing this from as soon as it came live. So guys, thank you for tuning in. I wish you all the best. Good luck with this event, and happy idling.